Welcome back. Thank you. I hope you're having a great, wonderful morning. I'd like to continue with the trusting in the Lord, and I'd like us to take a look at Psalm chapter 37, verse 3 and 4. The Bible says, "Trust in the Lord and do good, so thou shalt dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed." I don't know about you, but I love being fed. Can never go wrong when you're serving the Lord, when you're trusting in Him. He'll always make sure that you are spiritually fed. I love that about church. We come to church to be spiritually fed. Just like I wouldn't go a day without eating physically, you wouldn't want to go a whole week, whole month without being spiritually fed. Verse 4 says the following, "Delight thyself also in the Lord." And if I could say, this is probably the key verse out of all these that really helped me. "Delight thyself also in the Lord, and He shall give thee the desires of thine heart." As I mentioned in the previous help for today, one of my desires was to be in band, was to be able to travel. That was part of the reason why I wanted to be in band, because they would go and travel around the area. And sometimes they would even go to California. At that time, I was in Arizona. They would travel. And I was envious at times, like, man, I really want to be in this. I really want to participate. That was my desire. But verse 4, "Delight thyself also in the Lord," not in the world, not the things that the world has for us, but in the Lord, "and He shall give thee the desires of thine heart." I can tell you today that the Lord has given me a lot of desires that are in my heart. That desire that I had to travel in the band, that desire to play baseball growing up. If I can share a quick testimony, God has given me those desires. In fact, when I was in college, the Lord allowed me to tour on the Golden State Baptist College tour group. I had that privilege, so I got to do that. Secondly, it's going to sound silly, but here at our church, we have the softball league. And so even though I wasn't necessarily able to play baseball because of the practices, the games being on Wednesday, Sunday, the Lord still fulfilled that desire in my heart. It may sound silly, but it was one of my desires. And the Lord has been fulfilling those because I believe in verse 4, "Delight thyself also in the Lord, and He shall give thee the desires of thine heart."